So, like I said, the Green Bay Packers, to me at least, they've developed into not being a Super Bowl caliber organization. Now, I will admit, Green Bay finds a way to get the quarterback position right, okay? They find a way to get that thing right. Teams like Washington, teams like, I don't know, the Jets, the Jaguars, for years and years, they can't seem to find the right quarterback, and that's a big reason why they're an irrelevant franchise. So one thing we know about Green Bay is they can find a quarterback, okay? We know that, okay? So I'll give them that credit. They're not a dysfunctional organization. However, they're not one of the top dogs. They're not Baltimore. They're not Pittsburgh. They're not Kansas City. They're not in the category of front offices that know how to get things done and will get things done no matter what the cost is, no matter what the salary cap is, et cetera, et cetera. The reason why the Green Bay Packers are not a Super Bowl caliber organization is because they are just not aggressive enough. They don't spend money. They don't make trades, okay? And they don't understand what it takes to go all in to be great, like I said. They're okay with just being good enough. And like I said earlier, I don't want to hear the salary cap excuses. The Giants have no problem making moves. The Rams have no problem making moves. The Saints have no problem making moves. The Steelers have no problem making moves. It seems like every team on the planet except the Green Bay Packers find a way to create cap space, okay? That's a poor excuse. And here's all you need to know about the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers have had Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, as one or the other, as their starting quarterback for 29 straight seasons. They've won 2 Super Bowls as a result of that. That's pathetic. That's not good enough. That's the bare minimum. You should win 1 Super Bowl with Brett Favre. You should win 1 Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. I know for a fact you should win at least 3 to 4 potential Super Bowls with Aaron Rodgers. I'll say at least multiple, okay? Maybe I went too far with 3 or 4. You should have at least been back to a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. And like I said, the Green Bay Packers, they're just okay with, going out each year, trying to compete and seeing what happens in the playoffs instead of actually being the favorites. Green Bay understands what it takes to field a competitive team, but they don't understand what it takes to get to the next level. They just don't. They're always, saying, ooh, let's hope this coach figures it out finally. Let's see if Mike Pettin figures it out. And then it's too late. Then they fired Mike Pettin when he should have been fired a year ago. Okay, same with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy stayed his welcome in Green Bay way too long. He was a problem in Green Bay. They're always like, oh, let's see if this inside linebacker that we drafted in the 4th round pans out. And the crazy thing is, you would think Green Bay would look back on history and say, when we've actually spent money in free agency, we've won Super Bowls. When the Green Bay Packers signed Reggie White, they won a Super Bowl. When they signed Charles Woodson, they won a Super Bowl. And I'm over this whole, the Green Bay Packers, they're going to have a good draft. They've been drafting players for years and years, and to be quite honest with you, the current general manager, Brian Gutekunst, outside of Jair Alexander, and outside of Elton Jenkins, and outside of, I think that there's one more other player that's super duper impactful. But the Green Bay Packers have had virtually 3 Pro Bowl impactful level players drafted in the last 3 drafts. Everything else, it's been a bunch of average and busts, okay? A bunch of just players that aren't good enough, that aren't going to make the team, and you can say, the Packers are giving Aaron Rodgers, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and Alan Lazard and these guys. Those guys would not be starting on the Kansas City Chiefs roster. They would not be starting for the Buffalo Bills roster. They would not be starting for the Los Angeles Rams roster, on the Los Angeles Rams roster, okay? So, Darnell Savage was that guy. Yeah, so Brian Gutekunst in 3 drafts has drafted Jair Alexander, Darnell Savage, and Elton Jenkins. That's 3 good players. That's really good, but where's the other players? Where are the other ones? I don't see them. So the bottom line is, until Green Bay shows me that they're going to be aggressive and actually go all in to help out Aaron Rodgers in this roster, that is very, very close to winning a Super Bowl, by the way, I cannot consider them a Super Bowl caliber organization. We could talk about the talent being very good on the team. We could talk about Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur being a head coach and quarterback combination that is going to win football games. And Green Bay, They might luck their way into a Super Bowl like they did in 2010. You know, they got some breaks in the playoffs. They found a way to win a Super Bowl. But Green Bay is never going to be in the conversation for being able to win multiple Super Bowls because they just don't make the necessary moves to put themselves in that position. So the Green Bay Packers, they're not a Super Bowl caliber organization, and you can refute all the points you want. All you need to know is Green Bay, they have had Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre for 29 straight years, and they've only got 2 Super Bowl rings to show for it. That's not good enough in my opinion. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.